Alright. Alright, so I forgot to film cutting the PTO shaft. So I'm going to explain it to you. Got to make it simple. First thing you want to do is cut your sleeves, plastic sleeves off. Once you've figured out how long a length you want, the way I've learned to do it is you take 3 measurements, you raise your implement all the way up, measure from the locking groove to the locking groove, bring your implement and write that down, bring your implement to the middle where it's level, locking groove, write that measurement down, and set all the way on the ground and measure from locking groove to locking groove. Then you measure the total distance of this, your PTO shaft, contracted, so from locking pin to locking pin. Now you take the shortest of those 3, and that becomes dimension A. Or when you take this, and this is dimension B. You subtract this from A, and whatever that difference is, plus 1 inch is what you need to cut off. Now, if that is long, if this is shorter than dimension A, enough that it will wiggle in and out, you don't need to cut anything off. So you'd have a negative number, which would mean you cut nothing off. The reason for that is, the reason you won't trim your PTO is because if you don't trim your PTO, and when you raise it up and down, there's going to be a point that all the weight from your implement is going to push against your PTO drive shaft and mechanism on the inside, and can bust all that stuff on the inside, especially if it's turning. It'll really mess up your tractor and be an expensive fix. So, now you know. The next thing I want to explain to you is whatever that dimension is, say if it's 1 inch or 2 inches, you've got to cut that off from both sides. From the long side, both sides. And you ask yourself, well, why do you want to do that? Doesn't make sense. Well, if you want to just take 2 inches off, take 2 inches off. Well, okay. The top of the sleeve bottoms out along with the bottom of the sleeve, or the joint where it fits inside the 2 halves. So there's a stop on this one and there's a stop on this one. They're the same. So if you only cut the top half of that out, then it's not going to hit the stop down here, but the bottom half will. So you really haven't shortened anything. So the top one and the bottom one both hit stops, and you have to cut both of them so they don't hit those stops. That's why you cut both of them. Got it? I hope so. Maybe I didn't explain it very well, but I hope I did, because understanding why you're doing it makes it make more sense as to how to do it. And that's why you cut both off, because there's a stop inside and there's a stop outside that they bump into. And that's not cutting PTO shaft.